But we're gonna move on to our next question.
Okay, our next question is Real Talk with Wally. It says, what obstacles made you stronger today?
Oh, it's gonna be easy. I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. And you have known me for a long time, friend. We go way back, way back.
Way back.
Man, the fact that most of my life, a lot of people ain't like me anyway, so it was easy for me to like not care about what people thought about me. So it just made it easy for me to excel because if you wanted to be the op, it was easy for me to say, okay, cool, you can be the op. I never have been the person that view people the same way they view me though. So it always gave me the upper hand because while people wish bad on me, I pray for them. Like when people talk about me, I pray for them. When people cheat or lie, deceive, I pray for them. And people think that's a joke, but like, no, I really do. Because I have grew up through the era of retaliation, and because I was the king of revenge, honey. It wasn't nothing you could do that I couldn't do it better. I promise you that. But I saw how toxic it was on the outputs of what I was, trying to do in life. Because something I learned through my exploration of spirituality is like you cannot create from a place of destruction. You cannot manifest from a place of like deficit. You can't wait till you down and then like, want to start saying and spewing the wrong things. You have to maintain your homeostasis even when the world falling apart and then pull it back together by being positive and just wishing people love. So like I don't know. The obstacle was not being liked when I'm a person that's full of love. Like I'm always very loving and caring.
Mhm.
But like if you read it wrong, you won't know that because I'm viewed as standoffish, but I'm shy, socially awkward, kind of in the corner watching, real quiet, a little a little weird. Sometimes an Aquarius. You know how we could be. So
Absolutely.
that just was that. But if you get to know me, you know that it's all from love. But if you're just looking across the room, you like this stuck up little blah 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 blah. I'm like, no, 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 no. But that was
Right.
my biggest obstacle. What about you?
I think so for me, I think my biggest obstacle came, I would say around 2008, 2009. Actually, no, 2009, 2010. And and a lot of people outside of my inner circle really don't know this, but around that time I had went from being very well known and very on the scene, was the doll. I was in the ballroom scene. I was doing all the things. The girl was doing the things in the
All
city of
the things.
Atlanta. And all of a sudden, I found myself unemployed, homeless, and everyone that knew me at that time all of a sudden was nowhere to be found. And it's a very weird space to be in when you go from being the height of popularity to having no one that you can turn to. And so I think in that space it it taught me that I needed to, number one, depend on myself, and two, be able to recognize what real is. Because for so long, I was so stuck on being popular because I had always been popular that I wasn't concerned about the realness in that popularity. I think
Mm.
that made me realize I'd rather have the five people that are consistent and real than the masses and the multitudes. And it made my core stronger so that way in those dark times I know that I have someone I can turn to. I know I have people that I can talk to. I know I have people that actually care enough to sacrifice on my behalf even when I can't do it for myself. And so that was one of the things that I feel like made me the strongest because it strengthened the support that I had, and it caused me to really recognize what support I had access to. So for me, that was the my biggest obstacle that made me a stronger person. But yeah, not too
Man,
deep, not too serious.
I mean, it's noble because a lot of times I think that we spend our energy seeking new relationships, seeking new friends. We don't even cultivate those who really got our back. So like show
Right.
friends, that's why I call the show friends. Like the friends that can pick you up, go get you drunk, the friends that you can go hoe with, the friends that you can go scam with, the friends that you can do all that with. But they're not the same friends that can help you pay your light bill, or like, you
Facts.
know, you put some food in your stomach, nutritious food, not just some crap. You know, somebody's gonna let you stay over their house for real without being like, okay, friend, it's time to go. You know what I mean? Like, it's a difference because you get to a certain level with me where it goes beyond a friend. You like my fam. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So if I expand my family to include you, that's a big deal, you know. But I don't think a lot of people have been conditioned to know how to be friends, especially without benefits. You know,
Right.
if you slanging the Wayne, dang, you gonna have all the friends in the world. But as soon
And
as you're like, nah, I'm chilling, I'm on a retreat, you know, I'm pulling it back a little bit, then you look around, you by yourself, you know. Or if the money gone, you by yourself. If you stop smoking, you by yourself. If you don't party out like you used to, you by yourself, you know. So I like
it's so
friends that's
funny.
in my wave with me, you know. Grow with me, watch my differences, watch my changes, but like don't put me in a box because that's your comfort.
Right. And it's so funny because real quick, I do want to give a shout out to Cleo. What's up, book baby?
Hey, Cleo.
Um, but I wanted to say that's another thing that I avidly fight against in my friendships is because when I make friends, I want you to feel I have I've been that person on the receiving end of that quid pro quo friendship. I want you to feel and understand that I don't want or need anything from you.
Nothing.
And I think that's kind of why my house became the gay Underground Railroad in Atlanta, because I think all of the gays that stayed with me at one point or another in their transition to
Okay.
Atlanta.
Roses.
And so I feel like all of them stayed with me at one point or another for one reason or another. And there was no shade in it. And it was just all love because they knew coming into my space, they had a safe place to lay their head. And they knew I didn't need or want anything from them.
And you ain't gonna try
And
to
I said,
funnel them in the middle of the night.
and that part. And I think I'm appreciative of that because I didn't always have that. You know what I mean? There were times I had to do things so that I could have somewhere to lay my head at night. And I'm like,
The same
I bit the
watching,
bullet.
same watching.
Listen, and I'm fine with it because this is my story. It ain't gonna change.
The Saints is
But
watching.
at the end of the day, I feel like I needed those spaces, and now that I have the ability to grant those spaces, it's my duty to do that for somebody
Mm-hmm.
because these babies, 18, 19 years old, don't know no better,
Mm-hmm.
and doing whatever they can do so that they can be who they want to be.
Yep.
And sometimes all they need is a little help and maybe a word or two. And so,
And we have to pay that forward. You know, as the elders in the community, it's our job. Cause like when I moved to Atlanta, my frat brother, my line brother, let me stay on his couch. You know what I mean? In one bedroom. Like I didn't come out here and just ball out. It took me a while to get on my feet. I worked at a call center. I worked at the construction site where I need some steel toe boots. And I'm like, what the hell is some steel toe boots? But I went and got them. They felt real cute when I put them on too. You know what I mean? But I worked my way up. I've been knocked down. I've been fired. You know what I mean? I've been let go. I've quit. You know, I've been overlooked for opportunities. But I also had people in my corner to hold me up through those downfalls. You know what I mean?
mhm.
People like you, because like you were one of my first friends here. You know, that's why I'm like, let's do this, because we are the grannies.
Facts.
Yeah. Yep. Just checking out. Look, it got comments and stuff. Okay, cool. Want to move to our next question?
Absolutely.